Refugees do continue to stream out of Ukraine and in the western part of the country, in the city of Lviv. Well, that has become something of a focal point for those people looking to escape the fighting. Chris Brown is in Lviv right now. He joins us. Chris, good to see you. You attended a church service in Lviv this morning. Let's start there. Tell us about it.
Well, this was an interesting service of standing room only in this Ukrainian Greek Roman Catholic church. There were people from all over the city, all over really Western Ukraine who come in, and many from far beyond, because of course Lviv is a bit of a transit point, if you will, for people trying to get out. Interestingly, this is a day on the calendar known as Forgiveness Sunday, and this was the message from the bishop that I talked to, Stepan Sus. He really urged Ukrainians incredibly to forgive the Russian soldiers and the Russian people for what has happened, for what they've done to Ukraine. Here's what he told me.
Of course, our soldiers try to defend our own country, and I see and I think that they are doing that the best. Despite on all things which are happening in the war or during the war, our soldiers, they are keeping their human face.
This was what he said was very important. If you forgive people, then you don't lose your humanity, even in this horrible time of war. I talked to one soldier who was in the church with us, and she came out and shook her head and said, you know, what I'm going to tell you is a sin, but the only Russian that I'm ever going to forgive is one who's in the ground beneath me, a dead Russian.
Let's also talk about the military movements right now, Chris, because certainly Russian forces are advancing across parts of Ukraine. How is that affecting daily life in Lviv?
Well, you know, the lineup at the border is immense. It's 20 kilometers long. It's so sad to see, because it's almost all women and children, because of course the men aren't being allowed out. They're either staying willingly to sign up and fight, or they're being conscripted into the army and are doing so. I talked to one woman today who's from Kharkiv. Her city has been bombed and shelled relentlessly by Russian forces. It's one of the prime objectives, and it's not fallen yet. She told me this amazing story. She said she has her father, who is in Russia. Kharkiv is very close to the Russian border. He lives in Russia. And she said she's had so many conversations with him, and he just won't believe her about what's going on. That he believes that she says he told her that, oh, you're being liberated from Nazis, liberated from the West. And she's like, that's nuts. But she says, you know, this is what he believes, and this is with his own daughter right in Ukraine, who just had to leave her house and everything. So you get a sense by talking to these people who fled here just how strong the propaganda is being fed into people in Russia now.